Do you know what I like to do when my UFO comes every night?
I like to look at some baseball cards.
I told you, I'm just the hobby president, not the real president. You ain't taking my cards.
Hey again, guys. Yeah, so I'm outside one night in my backyard, and I see this light I've never seen up there before. And I'm telling everybody, I saw a UFO. Nobody's believing me. They all think I'm crazy. And then like 2 weeks later, I see on the news where there are all these drones around. So I'm like, well, that's probably a drone. So I go out the next night, and this thing shows up like every night. And now there's two of them. There's two of them. So I'm looking out my window, and I have these real high ceilings with high windows. Like I could see the moon through my ceilings. And I look out there one day, and I see this light I've never seen before out my window. So I go out and take a closer look. It's a third one on the other side of my house. So I start to ask my neighbors, I'm like, have you seen these drones or UFOs out? And they're like, no. I asked like 3 of them. So I went out that night when I talked to them, and 2 of them came out with me. And we all saw them. One is a drone operator. And as we're out there, this other drone comes way lower with red and white lights and comes flying right over our heads. And then a second one comes and flies over our heads, and we see these things up in the sky. So I don't know what they are. When I watch the news, they never list South Carolina as one of the states where these things are. But I can assure you they're here. I have emailed video and to my local news, and nobody seems to care. But I have 2 military bases right here on both sides of me. And where these things are kind of over the military bases. But it's kind of crazy. They come every night now. It's been like 3 weeks straight. So I got a big pickup I want to share with you. This is huge for me. I've wanted this for so long. So excited to get it. So it is, oh, you know what? Before I do that, I need to put on the symbolic white glove for a few reasons. Number 1, this card and these cards I'm going to show warrant it. Number 2, if you watch my last video, I cut my finger. And number 3, because it triggers people. And I get a lot of rude comments why I would wear a white glove to show cards in plastic. Let's trigger some people. All right, you ready? 1959 bazooka, Mickey Mantle. One of the toughest bazooka sets, the first bazooka set of that run, the only bazooka set that had the large size here. And these are somewhat scarce. Of course, they were cut off the side of the box or the back of the box. And this is going to look nice with my other ones. Here I have a Willie Mays. And here's a Hank Aaron. Now, these often come as just graded an A because the grading companies think you cut them too tightly. This Hank Aaron's one of my favorite all-time cards. I just love the pose. Here's Bill Mazeroski. I got this at the National Atlantic City, my first National. Here's a Very tightly cut Roy McMillan, but it's such a cool image. And here's an Orlando Cepeda. So having 3 of the biggest cards checked off now, and a few others, I think I could complete this set. The Mick. A lot of people don't know this, but do you know he was the fastest, prior to his injury, he was the fastest player clocked to first base, faster than Ricky Henderson? Interesting fact. I saw a video. They had Mickey, Duke Snider, and Willie Mays. They were asking the toughest pitchers they ever faced. And Mickey said Sandy Koufax and Don Drysdale. And they were joking how Don Drysdale would throw at you, you know. And they said if Sandy was as mean as Drysdale, no one would have ever hit him. Willie Mays said when Sandy Koufax pitched, he never even saw the pitch coming, never saw the ball. But Duke Snider shared a story about Drysdale, and he said he was told to intentionally walk Frank Robinson. And Drysdale said, "Why waste 4?" and hit him with the first pitch. The Mick. Hey guys, thanks for hanging out with me. I gotta go make sure no aliens are trying to steal my carts. I gots to go.